Thank you so much, Ms. Lutze, and a warm welcome on behalf of the whole Interlift team to all of you who are watching online. So I want to tell you something about the current situation of our trade fair, what has changed at our trade fair site in Augsburg. So currently our program is getting bigger, and I also brought a few representatives from Interlift who will talk about the situation in their respective countries of operation. So what's the current trade fair situation? What can I tell you? Let me take a look at the watch. So I think that today, if this trade fair took place in person, we would have visited our colleagues from Italy or have a bratwurst with our colleagues from MENA, but COVID-19 really turned our lives and businesses upside down. Nothing is the same anymore, and for almost 1.5 years we have not been allowed to organize trade fairs. However, we are optimistic because the situation has improved since September, and we hope that it will continue to improve. We have tried to gather some figures. I brought a slide for you from December of last year, December 2020. So more than 800 trade fairs have been postponed or cancelled last year, and the estimated loss only for the trade fair industry is around $40 billion. I'm sorry, euros. And we all know that this also affected the registration status. We have a lot of exhibitors here. They were all very insecure because they did not know whether or not the exhibitions could take place, who's able to come, who's allowed to travel to Germany. So we are currently trying to figure out the situation because the situation is changing, is always changing. And the current situation is that we have 310 exhibitors from 27 countries. So, of course, most of them come from Europe. They make 95%. However, they're from all European countries. So the registration phase has been up for 2 years. And so for them, Interlift is the benchmark worldwide, and they know that they must be represented here. We have 4% of registrations from Asia and 1% from the US. So let's take it the top 5. There are some slight changes. We have 101 exhibitors from Germany, 52 from Italy, 49 from Turkey, 24 from Spain, and 11 from Austria. And of course, there are many things that we haven't taken into consideration yet. For example, the many group stands that we have. You know that the Annika is represented very well in Augsburg. They are preparing their exhibition, and for the first time ever, they will be in the Hall 7. And EFESME will also participate for the first time. They are organizing a joint group stand right now for the European members, and they will have a surface of more than 500 square meters. This surface or area is reserved for them, and we believe that by the end of the year we can make a binding statement on the final number of participators. We have colleagues from China. So usually there are 80 to 90 exhibitors from China. At the moment, there are many restrictions for colleagues traveling from China. We will have a presentation about that later. However, we are in contact continuously, and we expect that these travel restrictions will change by the end of the year, and that there will be as many participants from China as in the last years. A new development is that we have an Indian pavilion. We are currently carrying out many video conferences with colleagues from India. There is an organizer who has about 10 companies who really want to come to Interlift. I suggest we wait or see what the future brings. However, we have planned to reserve a stand in Hall 2 for them. And last but not least, we have the IHK in Leipzig, the Chamber of Industry and Commerce in Leipzig. Saxony is always represented with 7 to 8 exhibitors, and it will be the same for the next Interlift. So just to repeat again, we have more than 300 registrations already, and this is really good. And it is similar to the situation we had before COVID. So concerning the trade fair location Augsburg, what changes have taken place there? So let's take a look at the whole site. We will use the entire site. This is a picture from 2 years ago. So all halls, including the Hall 8, which is also called the Cube, plus Hall 9. So in total, it's 46,500 square meters that we will use. We have two entrances, the entrance south and the entrance east. In the foyer, in the lobby, we will not have any stands. However, in all the other halls, we do have. Another new development is that all visitors have to be registered, because just in case that there is an infection, we can track everything. So the VFA will also have, of course, a stand again. We have the Interlift Forum again, where every 3 or every 5 hours there will be really interesting presentations from exhibitors on current topics of the lift industry, and there will be interpretation from German to English and vice versa again. So let's take a look at Augsburg. There have been many hotels which were built during the last years, so this will make it a lot easier for everyone. So the hotel capacity expanded significantly, and there is also an excellent price-performance ratio. I will go deeper into detail in the next slide. However, you can also read about all the new developments on our website. Another thing that was done, that there will be a new large parking space. It's perfectly connected to a new access road, so you can travel from different places and get to the trade fair site very easily. So you don't have to go via the Highway 17 anymore, but there's a new access road. So service is also very important to us. As you might know, we are very well connected to the airport in Munich, and we will also offer a shuttle bus service from the airport in Munich directly to Interlift. We know that many of the visitors in Augsburg like to stay in Munich, and in order to make this commuting easier for them, we will also offer a service, a bus that will bring them from the airport from Munich to Augsburg. So another thing that is new is your customers are welcome to come for free. In the past, your customers, your private customers, could entry with or for a reduced entrance price, but as of the new Interlift, your customers can join you for free, and this is a major development. Here you can see the list of new hotels that have been built during the last years. Many of them are close to the city center, and you can book your stay at the hotels in or over via Regio Augsburg. So the framework program is also being developed right now. This is something that we started during the last Interlift. We will have meet and greets on Tuesday. There will be the inauguration of the new Interlift, and we will also organize the Lift Experts Night in the WWK Arena. This arena has capacity for 1,500 people on 2 levels, so even if the distance regulations will still be in place, we will have enough capacity to host 1,500 people. So I think that in April next year, after 2 years of not having the Interlift, there's a lot to talk about, and I think the situation will be busy in the arena, and I'm looking forward to it. Talking about our representatives, you might know we have been having a new representative for Southern Europe and Greece, Spain, Italy. It's Angela Vinci. So, Angela Vinci, please come on stage and tell us about the situation in your operation area. Thank you so much. Welcome also on my behalf. I'm the representative for Southern Europe. I'm very happy to be here today and meet all my colleagues in person again after such a long time. And concerning the situation in Southern Europe, I can confirm that there's huge interest. There will be old or known exhibitors, but also new exhibitors. We already have about 90 registrations from Southern Europe, mainly from Italy and Spain. And from Italy, there will be 2 big communities, Anica and Efesme, that will involve different exhibitors. So this is it for now. You can just feel free to ask me if you have other questions, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in April 2022, sorry.
Thank you, Angela. I think we were already able to see that Turkey plays always a bigger role, a growing role. So we also have a Turkish representative for Turkey and the MENA states. So it's
as you know, Turkey is one of the big players in the Interlift with the exhibitor numbers. From the previous presentation of the Mr. Kalsdorf, you have seen now is becoming the 3rd player. I think this year we have a big interest from the Turkey. We are ready. 50 exhibitor. I think it will be over 60, 70 when the time become closer. There's a lot of questions comes from me from the Turkey in the Middle East. The countries has need visa and the regulations about traveling here. I can say now it's more easy if you compare to the last year, because if you vaccinated 2 doses, you don't need to prove any test, just vaccination is okay, and you need to go health ministry website and just fill up the form about the entry to here. It's all that. Traveling is very easy. Another problem is about the questions that comes to me is visa. Visa process is like previous as usual, and many people don't know about visa cost. If you are exhibit in Interlift, you don't need to pay visa. I mean, it's many exhibitors don't know this information. If they book their booths, they don't need to pay anything for visa for all workers to here. And we are also able to provide invitation to all visitors who wants to come here in the April. And we are ready and waiting to see everybody in Interlift at Augsburg. Thank you.
All right, let's continue with a very special colleague. We've been working together for 20 years, and it's Hanan Wang, and he is a representative for China. So if you ever have a problem with China, please talk to Hanan Wang. He is an expert in this field. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very glad to be here today. I'm very happy. Thank you for your invitation. And first of all, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everybody who's present here today, who's watching online, and I'd also like to say hello on behalf of the Chinese Association. Also, a word from Jiang Jiang. He is the chairman of that association. Joachim Kalsdorf, thank you very much. Mr. Thilo Königke, thank you very much
for your kind invitation for me to attend the Lift Experts Day. I feel sorry and regretted not being able to attend this event personally by visit because of the pandemic travel restrictions. In spite of current great challenges we are facing, we believe that our industry is still very promising in the future, along with the economic growth and more aging population globally. The number of the elevators in every country will grow like China's market. We will, as always, continuously support the activities of VFA and the Interlift, and we organize the China Pavilion and high-rank delegation to participate the Interlift 2022. Wishing the Lift Experts Day a great success. Ja, meine Damen und Herren, wie Sie auch alle wissen,
well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, also for the Americans decreased a little the traveling restrictions for China. So I think it will be easier in the future for China as well. And I think at the latest, after the Olympic Winter Games, the traveling restrictions will decrease for Europeans or will be abolished even. So it will be open again, and we're really confident and optimistic. Also, the exhibitors from China are looking into the future in an optimistic way, and they're looking forward to come to Augsburg, to Interlift, and I'm really looking forward to the participation of the Chinese exhibitors. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hanan. Of course, we're just a part of the team, so there are many other people involved. And I'd like to just mention two further people, which is Winfried Foster, who is working in marketing and communication since 1991. And also Sandra is not present here today. But not only today, but also until April and in the future, we will be there for if you have any questions. We are very happy to answer your questions. You can contact us directly or the team or via the internet or however. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your participation, and we're really looking forward to seeing you in the next year in Augsburg. Thank you.